Hello, in this video I'm Badani Ariyam. I'm going to talk about discipline versus punishment of your kids. Punishment implies inflicting pain, while discipline means to teach. Parents who used to use punishment are missing an opportunity to teach your child. When your child is making something wrong, if you punish a child, you are not talking to the child. So you are not teaching the child. It's teaching their children better behaviors and help self-discipline. Children can actually learn responsible behaviors to help them get things they want without breaking the rules. They can behave better if we teach them. However, when parents are only interested in compliance, they often impose strict and severe consequences to stop preventing bad behavior. The parents, they put some rules and they want the children to follow the rules all the time. They are very strict with that. And if they don't follow it, they punish them. And that doesn't mean it will stop them making more bad behavior. This generally leaves a child not thinking about how they were wrong and need to develop more appropriate behavior, but leaves them instead thinking about how unfair the parent is. When you are punishing your child, they will think that you are unfair because they just think because you are punishing them for a simple thing they have done. Punishment generally teaches children to become better at not being caught rather than stopping their undesirable behavior. They will not stop it. They will get away from doing something because they don't want to be punished. All behavior is purposeful. We do not engage in behavior, responsible or not, for no reason. Everything a person does is the person's best attempt to get at least one of his or her needs met in the best way available at the time. Children do not do anything intentionally bad. The bad behaviors they engage in are helping them to meet their needs, which they want to do it. That's all. Punishing children for attempting to get their needs does not stop them from needing to get their needs met. If a child attempting to get their need for freedom met by being with people of whom the parents do not approve, that freedom need does not go away from them. Even if you punish your child, the need of the freedom will not go away. In fact, often punishment restricts the freedom need even further, making it more likely that the more you punish them, the more they want to do it. That's what it means. That the child will engage in more severe and desperate ways of meeting their freedom need. For example, if the child is grounded for being with the people the parent disapprove, then they may end up disrespecting the grounding and attempting to go out anyway. Then it will become necessary for the parent to become more severe in their punishment to attempt to gain control. The interesting thing about control is that we really do not have control over our children. We are not with them for 24/7. They have their time on their own. So if we teach them to control themselves and self-discipline, we will not worry about when they are on own. Instead of pushing, let's look at what it might like to teach self-discipline instead. Let us say your child has a habit of not abiding by his or her curfew. You impose a time on them. That's the time they have to come back to the home. The child agrees to the curfew and then comes home late with sincere apologies. Naturally, you want to ground them or make them come home even earlier and next time to make up for the interaction. What do you think would happen if you had a different conversation? This is something different. This is disciplining. What would happen if you attempt to learn what the child was doing that prevented them from being home on time? You have to learn the reasons why the child didn't come on time. What would happen if you believed your child when he said he really lost track of time because he got so involved in playing the game with the friends? The child tells you he meant to be home on time but simply lost track of time. If your goal is to help your child to teach discipline, self-discipline, wouldn't it make sense to help your child find a way to independently remind himself of his curfew? Perhaps he has a watch and he can set the alarm, or a mobile phone, he can set the alarm, and then it will remind them to come home on time. Maybe in your conversation you learn that your child no longer believes his curfew is appropriate because he is older now. He thinks he is older and doesn't need to be home that early. So you can review the time and set another time, of course, suitable for his age. In this case, you might be willing to adjust the curfew for a later time. There are several solutions for every situation, and remember, every child and every set of circumstances is unique. Take the time to talk to your child to determine why they are breaking the rule, and then help them figure out a way to honor the rules and still get what they need in their lives. When you do, you will have a much more harmonious home. There won't be any arguments. If you set the rules and if you make them, teach them to follow the rules, there will be harmony in the house. And your children will be learning self-discipline skills so that the time they're no longer with you when they are on their own, you will know, you will understand, and you will not worry that they know how to look after themselves. I have done a schedule comparing the punishment with discipline. I have done a PowerPoint presentation. You can have a look at it. I'll be attaching that here. You can have a look at it as well. It's not with the video. This will be in the website. If you want to look at it, you've got to visit my website. I'll put the details there in the video. I hope you like these tips. If you like it, please share it as well. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Talk soon.